to the wrong spot. Okay. Alpha was determined to offer the villagers what succor he can. I can tend to the rest. Pray look after Matsuya. No doubt what we've seen here weighs heavier on his heart than ours. Oh, Clara, this is your vet, the elder here. He's hurt, but praise be to the sisters, he still lives. Young Matsuya here has told me everything. I have not the words to express my gratitude for your aid. When the heavens began to burn, we were afraid, but we did our best to carry on as we always have done. Until today, when those unholy beasts came pouring into our village, a flood of midnight and death. There are no words to describe what followed. Men and women I have known since they were babes struck down by the creatures, only to rise again to join the murderous horde in the guise of those same hideous fiends. In the chaos, a handful of our villagers fled for their lives. I can only hope they have found their way to safety. Matsuya, do you perchance remember Karasov and Mevan, the young couple who always bought your freshest catches? How could I forget, Elder? When I first came to peddle my wares, desperate to eke out a living, they showed me such kindness. Others shunned me as an outsider, as is their way, but Karasov and Mevan bought my fish and sung its praises. They turned my fortunes around. Alas, I fear they are in terrible danger. I saw them running towards Agama Temple, one of those beasts in close pursuit. They had their child, still but a tiny babe. To elude these fiends while caring for one so young is an impossible task, surely. I beg of you, go to their aid. I want to help them, yet I am a fisherman. I cannot face beasts on my own. Will you come with me? Oh, thank you. Agama Temple lies to the west of here. We must hurry. The temple is just ahead. It was built by those who worship Saint Agama, but has sadly fallen into disrepair in recent years. If my friends have made it this far, no doubt they are hiding somewhere amidst the ruins. No, please stay, but That was Kurosov. Oh no, this is not good. I'll take a look. Please do. The cry from the ruins, you must hurry. Gamma Temple. Why can't I? Oh. He got clapped. The man lies motionless on the ground, bearing a grievous wound. I'm sorry, Clara. I tried to stay behind, but I couldn't. No, it cannot be. As someone, anyone, my arms are so heavy and my legs, I cannot feel my legs. My wife fled with her daughter. I need to find them, need to be with them. I need... Oh. Kurosov, no, Kurosov, you must stay strong. More time, I thought I had. I don't want to die. Thank you. Please, find them. Mevin still lives, and she has their child. We must search the jungle between here and Palakistan. There is nowhere else she could have gone, I think. Forgive me, Kurosov. Once we have saved your wife and child, we will return and relay you to rest. Ooh! You see no tracks or other signs of recent travel. Mevin and the child must be elsewhere. Snakes? What the? If Mavan and her daughter came through this area recently, you see no evidence of their passage. Did you see any sign of them? I found nothing. Perhaps the beasts have chased them farther from the village. Oh gods above, I beseech you, pray deliver Mavan and her little one to safety. Cutscene. Meanwhile, the skies above Thavner. Oh boy.
No more enemies to trouble us here.
It's me. How fare you below?
It's me. Who else is it?
Understood. I will inform Victor.
Chaos and panic sweep Razadhan, and many more have succumbed to the transformations.
Damn.
Amidst the fray, Ahawan fell, protecting a grief-stricken father.
Yeah.
My friends fight alongside your radiant host to secure the capital. Beasts have been sighted in Palakistan as well. We have divided our forces in hopes of quelling the threat there. Of small solace is that we now know what triggers the transformation. As my companions tell it,
So it is the very fear and despair in their hearts which inflicts this abhorrent punishment upon them. A nightmare from which my children will never awake. O capricious and cruel fate, they are undeserving of such condemnation.
will you wallow in sorrow or rise to the occasion? Razadhan is leaderless. Before he passed, Ahawan sought to reveal the truth to his people. Honor his wishes.
To what end? To breed a new conflict between dragon and man. These claws could reduce thee to shreds with a touch. These jaws crush thy bones to dust. Only through my proxy could I walk with my children. Without him, I am a bringer of fear, no different from the beasts which beleaguer them.
That's not true.
Perhaps so.
Only in death were Hraesvelgr and Shiva united. Indeed, whenever man and dragon have come together, death has ever been the inevitable result. It was our fear of your kind that sparked a nigh-endless war. Fear and hate of which Nidhogg drank deep as he laid waste to my homeland. And in turn, I took my revenge on his brood. Blood for blood, pain for pain. I thought nothing of theirs, only of mine. And yet, were the chasm between us too vast and too deep, Hraesvelgr would not have borne Isael to battle and our rescue.
Oops. Definitely not.
He would never have entrusted a mortal champion with one of his eyes. And the Dragonsong War would still rage on. And I would still wage a never-ending war of violence and vengeance. The future of our star be damned. I cannot speak for Ahawan's greater goals. Yet I know that he served you, served your people, long and true. In this time of unprecedented crisis, he turned to you. You could do worse than to place your trust in him.
Hey, how's it going?
It will not be easy, but the future of Radzit Han hangs in the balance.
Oof.
We have company.
Of course we do.
The hour has come, Vritra. It's all or nothing!
Let's see, I cannot help but fear the worst. If Mavan fled deeper into the jungle, she and her child are in grave danger. Whatever are we going to do? Whatever are we to do? Gods have mercy. We must stay calm, Masya. You cannot let fear consume you. Do you want to turn to a beast like the others? But how can I at a time like this? They could be dead. We don't even know. I'll be doing this for nothing. So if I allow myself to be overcome by this fear, I too might become a beast. I'm not sure I understand, but I'll do my best. I've seen the wounded. How did the two of you fare? Did you find your friends? What? You might stop past. I see. In that case, let us help you find the mother and child. Before we leave, we must ensure the village will be safe in our absence. Alize and I will patrol the area and search for more beasts. Would you and Matsuya speak with Elder Yerevat? Pray, explain to him the situation and join us as soon as you're able. We will save Mavron and her child. We can do that much for Kurisav. Okay. Oh, okay. Nice. Well, I'll be doing my thing while you do that. I am heartened to see you both safe, but what of the family? We found Kurisav, but he... Say no more. I understand. We have lost another of our dear friends. Kurisav may be gone. Oh. But there is still hope for Mervan and their child. Please find them, I beg you. And if in your search you come across anyone else who escaped the slaughter, please tell them what has happened. I will do my best to keep the villagers safe and their spirits high. Come, let us rejoin your friends at once. Okay. I am pleased to report that the vicinity appears to be beast-free, no doubt, thanks to your earlier efforts. And with that, let us resume our search for your friend and her child. Where should we begin, Matsuya? If we follow Soroda south, we will arrive at Perusa, a temple. It is a sacred place where people go to commune with the divinities. If it's possible that Mervan sought shelter there, perhaps other villagers as well. Then it's settled. Matsuya, stay close to me, alright? You two, take the lead. Keep an eye out for beasts and anyone in need of help. Very well, we will make for Perusa as quickly as we're able, with me. Thank you. I thought I was done for. Mavan? She's a friend of mine too, but I have not seen her. You must still be out there somewhere, trying to avoid the beasts. And with her child too. Gods, were it not for me, I can't make my way back to the village on my own. Oops. Clara, wait. Perusa lies just up ahead, but something terrible has happened. The beasts have come, and many have already been killed. Alpha and Alauze have gone to do what they can, but there's so many. More than I could count. You must be ready. Okay. There's two of them? Oh, he turned. I don't know why I hit that. Oof. Oops. Mind your business, damn. Don't be following me everywhere I go. It's so annoying. That's what I thought. There you are. How fare the others? I see. You've seen to all the beasts in sight? In that case, let's have everyone gather in front of the temple.
Courage, friend. The pain will pass.
Has anyone seen Mevan?
could she be?
We've dealt with all the blasphemies, and made certain no villagers are still in hiding.
Good work. We've otherwise tended to the wounded as best we can. What will become of us?
Help is on the way, surely. We may have to abandon our homes now, but we will return, someday.
But where can we go? Is anywhere even safe?
That I cannot say.
Well, I can. Nowhere's safe. Run all you like, but there's no escaping these things. And even if I could, it's too late for my family.
This isn't good. The more they dwell on the tragedy, the more likely we are to lose them too.
My friends! This is a place of worship. Should your heart quake with sadness, cast your mind to the heavens and remember. Remember the teachings of the old gods. Did they not implore us to stand fast when waves of sorrow break against our shores?
Know this, my children. There is more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer. To drink of calamity and drown in anguish. To toil and be tested, always and ever.
'Tis a perilous path you walk. Death lurks in the dark, and is the sole promise that awaits at journey's end. You will tremble with terror. You will weep tears of anger and despair.
But do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. Then will you see how the hardships make you strong.
Every doubt reforged as scales for your armor. Every agony to temper your blade.
Thank you, lad. We'd almost forgotten who we are. My undying gratitude to you as well, my friends. You were searching for Mevon, no? We must return home. I pray you help the boy find his friend.
Gladly. We dispatched what beasts we could, but the roads are still dangerous. Stay together and go in safety.
That was very impressive, what you did back there. Those words seem to resonate with your people.
They should. They were the first spoken unto our ancestors by the divinity of legend. I'm easily upset, and fish are wont to flee a temperamental hand. So I recite the teachings over and over to calm myself.
They're lovely and inspiring to hear. Though I imagine they were born of great misfortune.
They are born of life. There's as much bad as good in it. More, many would attest. All the more reason to appreciate the good when you can.
I won't argue with that.
In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow.
And with that, let us see if we can't find Mervyn. Did you see? That beast was chasing someone.
Over there. My view was blocked by the trees, but I'm sure I saw someone being chased by a beast. Clara, go with Matsuya and search along the river. Alphino and I will circle around from the south.
That's her! No, I'm sure of it! Mervyn!
Don't! Please!
Nice. Ooh.
No! God have mercy!
Where's the baby? Oh, wow. Her daughter, however, is nowhere to be seen. She died. You take the baby in your arms. If she yet lives, you cannot tell, but you will surely not survive unless you carry it to the surface at once. Seriously? How am I gonna get up there? Bitches are everywhere, huh? Oh my god, leave me alone! Did you find Mevin and the child? Damn it all. You have the child? Let me see her. Damn, the entire family just died. Christ.
She's so cold, Elfina.
Well, she's probably dead.
The child is alert, and I see no wounds, and yet she grows weaker. My spells can do no more. What she needs is a change of clothes and a warm bed. We must hurry back.
We don't have time for this.
Matsia, take the child.
Dude, run.
Damn it. It appears we've made enough noise to be heard for miles around. More will be upon us ere long.
Get in a mountain dip.
We make our stand here. Mattia, can you take her back to the village? But the child, all by myself. You can't be serious.
We have no other
The
choice.
beasts will follow you home unless we stop them here. And so we shall. Be strong, Matsia. Her life is in your hands.
Right. I can do it.
I know you can. We'll keep them busy, Matsia. Go! Quickly!
Of course.
Steady. You know the way.
Oh no!
No!
The baby's gonna turn. Oh shit.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
I didn't even think that was a possibility.
To drink of calamity. It is a perilous path. Death lurks in the dark.
Oh!
I'm not afraid! Ah! Do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. See how the hardships make you strong. Every doubt reforged. Every agony.
Nice! Estinian made it.
The divinity?
Nay, but one who would deliver thee just the same.
Please. You must save the child. She is all that remains of Mevan and Grasev. Please.
Aww.
Well, well. Seems the babe's taken a liking to you.
Thou art strong, little one. Let us convey thee to thy home.
I spied our friends as we flew in. They appeared to be holding their own against the Horde.
Right. That's the last of them. We should hurry and find Matsia. What, like divine aid?
A fine battle it must have been. Shame I missed it.
Estinian, it was you who came to Matsia's aid.
I was only along for the ride. Vritra was the one who saw the boy was in need. The two are headed back to the village.
Where the worm will honor Ahiwan's wishes and finally reveal himself to his people.
Perhaps so. Will you go and join them?
There's something I need to do first. Mervyn gave her life so that her child might live. She deserves better than to be left to drift alone. She deserves to be laid to rest beside her husband, at least. Will you help me?
We have done what we can. 'Tis for the villagers of Palakistan to perform the funeral rites. If nothing else, Mervyn and Kursov died as they lived, as themselves and not as beasts. Their souls will find peace in the ethereal sea. To think the day would come when even the smallest of solaces would be this comforting. Estinian stands in silence, a grim expression on his face. You are ready then? In that case, let's head to Palakistan. No doubt Vitra is awaiting us. I'm gonna just teleport. No reason for me not to. Rest easy, for all is well here. Young Matsia returned with the babe safe in his arms. Owing to a warm bed, the girl hath already begun to regain her strength. Less joyously received was the word of the mother and father's fate, as well as that of their transformed neighbors. How many children of Thavnir must we lose to this calamity? Mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, every death another void that can never be filled. We who survive them must carry the weight of their memory, as we strive to regain a semblance of what we have lost. Kursov and Mervan's babe is a child of Thavnir as well. I thank you for returning her to us safe. Oh, most great and merciful worm, I have not the words to express my gratitude. They say they were not were it not for you, brave Matsuya and the child would have been lost to us forever. Long had I heard the rumors that a mighty dragon had forged a path of friendship with the satrap, but never would I have expected such a kind and gentle soul. Truth in part, but not in whole. I am Vitra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. An isle I have ruled over as satrap, and Ahawan as my loyal servant. Are my eyes believed? You were the true satrap all along? Nidhana? What are you doing here? I heard from the Radiant that you had gone to help the people of Palakistan in their time of need, and so I and several of my colleagues from the great work came to offer our services. The alchemists have already brewed up some potions for Mavan's daughter. But enough about us. You and your role are the far greater enigma. If you were the true satrap all along, could it be that young Varshan was created to serve as your emissary? Thou didst suspect the boy was but a simulacrum? A rumor has circulated for many years around the highest crucible that our most skilled alchemists were once commissioned by the satrap's family in secret to fashion a mammoth indistinguishable from a living boy. Looking at Varshan with that knowledge, I simply put the two and two together. I was not alone in drawing this conclusion, but like me, they no doubt recognized that the satrap was using the simulacrum to work most closely with his people, and decided not to press the issue. I had always assumed one of Ahawan's associates was manipulating it from afar, though the truth is indeed far more surprising. It is an honor to meet you in the flesh, Master Vitra. Pray allow me to express my gratitude. If you had not believed in and given unto us your scales, I do not know where we would be. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. 'Twas thou and thy fellow alchemists that fashioned the means to unmake the towers. You were the saviors, not only of Radzat but the star. Far too kind you are, Master Vitra, but the star yet wants for salvation. Once more will my colleagues and I commit the knowledge and resources at our disposal to the mission of aiding the people in this their darkest hour. 'Twould seem this place is in good hands. I would return to see how Radzat fares. What will you do, scions? I'm gonna dip. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I worry for the survivors we met at Parusa. Shall we pay them a visit before making our way back? In that case, might I ask a favor? Nothing but too burdensome, I promise. This way. Okay. Oh, right here. Needed to simmer just a bit longer, I'd say. In the meantime, I was hoping I'd ask you a few questions. Third Sky, these terrible beasts. What in the name of the sisters is happening here in Thavnir? Oh my, that's rather a lot to take in. It would seem the situation is even more grave than we suspected. Thank you, friend. My colleagues and I will use your knowledge to see if we can further our own research. And with that, here we are. A pot of piping hot chai, brewed from my own secret recipe of spices and tea leaves, together with hearty helpings of rich milk and purest sugar. I've made enough for everyone in the village. Might I trouble you to deliver a few cups? The drink has medicinal properties, then? Not in the least. The ingredients are quite ordinary. It's so very tasty, though, and has a way of lifting the spirits. The spicy aroma and distinctive sweetness of the chai is a simple, everyday pleasure on our island. Sometimes the best medicine is the simplest. A lovely sentiment, Nidhana. By all means, allow us to assist. While you lot distribute hot beverages, I'll do a sweep for errant beasts to slay. A far less arduous task, no doubt. When you've finished, look for me in the wakeful Tirana. Look at them, all lazing about, knowing full well the beasts might strike again at any moment. Do they not realize their lives are in danger? Well, I, for one, intend to survive. I'm too young to die. Yes, I'll leave this island behind if I must. But where will I go? Is anywhere safe these days? A cup of chai? Can't you see I have more important things to worry about? No, you're right. Oops. It is precisely in times like these, we must strive to remain calm and steady. I do believe I'll visit the Elder and see what needs to be done. If there is any way I can aid my village and my friends, I will do it. Oh. Wait, I know you. You were the one who saved us from those beasts back at the temple. Were it not for you, well, let's not even think about that. At times like this, we mustn't dwell on what might have been, but look at the future. But what future awaits us? How can Razat Khan hope to recover from this? Most of my friends are gone, and I don't know where to turn. A cup of chai? Well, if you insist. Ah, that aroma has a way of clearing the mind. Come to think of it, we've faced our fair share of trials in the past as well. And no matter how hard the times, we always come together as a people united. One day at a time, one step at a time. For that is all any of us can do. Yes, back to work. Once I finish this cup. Thank you. I'm sorry, I just want to be left alone. My best friend and I, we fled the village together. One of the beasts took him and it was all I could do to run. All the while, I could hear the monster's voice screaming my name. We used to drink chai together often, shared stories over steaming cups after a hard day's work. Thank you, friend. The pain may never pass, but I must press on all the same. For his memory, and for we who must remember. Ooh. Let me turn this in, and then I'll do those two right away. I'll do them pretty fast. Thank you for delivering the chai, Clara. Did it help lift the villagers' spirits? Hell yeah, it did. That is heartening to hear indeed. The final days show no signs of abating, but that is all the more reason that we must try to keep our composure. Our lives have been forever changed. The people we have lost will never return to us. These tragedies will long weigh on our hearts, but we have the capacity to live with our suffering, to carry the agony till we too join the fallen in death. It is not a surrender, but a recognition, for it is only in acceptance that we find the strength to move forward. The weary radiant seeks someone willing to brave the wilderness. Oh, what luck. You look capable of braving the jungles unscathed. Would you help me search for a group of refugees I became separated from? As the chaos unfolded around us, I fled in the direction of Agama Temple, along with a few others. There, one of those terrible beasts fell upon us, and I lost track of my group in the chaos. While I was able to make my way here, none of the others have, and I worry for their safety. I would like nothing more than to search for myself, but all hands are required to defend this place. Agama Temple is to the west. Please journey there and guide anyone you can find back here. I only hope that some manage to survive the madness. Might as well pick up the other one too, just in case they're near each other. Because I hate having to go back and coming back and whatever. I have to do everything at once. The Radiant Host Captain seeks someone to help her in her duties. I know we are beset by monsters, beasts, and worse, but if you have even an ounce of strength to give, I would ask for your aid. I am in need of a brave soul to help patrol the area in search of any lost refugees. I would ask my brothers and sisters of the Radiant Host, but our numbers have been greatly diminished. It is all we can do to keep the darkness from swallowing the settlement whole. Very good. It shall be heartening to have another warrior by my side. Let us commence at once. I ain't coming back here to do these quests, so might as well do them. Leave me alone. You can't even just walk by and do your thing. Always gotta have one of these things after you. It's so annoying. I should probably go back and find these currents, and then I will be able to fly next time I come here. I'm doing the last two right now. I probably should do the same here as well. I don't know. If I see them nearby, sure, but I don't think I want to go on my way. I might do it off stream. I don't know. Who are you? Are you here to save me? Of course, I knew she wouldn't forget about us. The beast prowled the area for some time, but I managed to find refuge among these rocks. However, I've been too frightened to set foot from their shelter for fear of drawing the attention of some hungry animal. But with you here, I believe I can find the courage. Will you accompany me to Palakastan? Thank you. Now let us tread carefully. They literally came out of nowhere. Christ. That's crazy. Who's saying poggies in chat? Jeez. They literally came out of nowhere. Was that planned? Damn. Straggler, hurry up! Stop straggling! Christ. He's really lagging behind me. I'm not gonna stay and fight. Doesn't it feel like we're being watched? I was not gonna stay and fight that with this clown following me. I don't know how to thank you. You've saved my life. You really are a straggler. Wow. They weren't lying when they called him that. Please tell the brave woman from the Radiant host that I've arrived safe and sound. I must think of a way to repay your bravery. Give me the Aether Current, that's all I care about. Oh. Guess all the fighting I was doing earlier was fake then? I didn't even... Give me my stuff! I watched your arrival. I recognized that man from the group I was with, and I am overjoyed to see him safe. Thank you for escorting him here. Truly you are worthy of the reputation you've earned. I dare say even a Gama would be awed by your bravery. He was a storied mendicant of the Arcasadora. When the Heroes landed ashore this island and war broke out, he spared no effort to save the lives of all who were injured in the conflict. He saw no tribes, only those in need. He was not so different from you, who throws herself into the maw of danger to save someone they've never met. If a Gama spirit lives on today, it is through your selfless deeds. Take this as a reward, although I have no doubt you would deny it if I let you. Once my watch has ended, I shall patrol the woods in search of any more hiding amongst the trees. Thank you. Now I'm gonna go finish the other one. It's not too far from here. That's actually kind of the direction I'm going. To the east. There's probably one around here somewhere. Right there. I was gonna do it off stream, but if it's like really right here, I'll do it. I ain't gonna be walking everywhere like some plebeian. I'm not doing that. Ooh, yeah, that one is out of the way. I'm not doing that one, but this one is right here. Okay, one. Awesome. You just reminded me I have to. Yeah, you definitely do. You should probably do it. What's wrong with taking a little stroll? Because it takes forever to do everything. That's why. I mean, if you want to play like that, by all means, go ahead. And it makes just everything will take a lot longer for no reason. We should begin our patrol by heading south, a route through which many refugees from Ildamad pass. We will cover more ground if we split into two groups. If you shall find anyone in need, go to their aid, and if you discover any discarded effects, collect them for safekeeping. And if you should encounter one from those terrible beasts, slay it where it stands. Once we've made a thorough search of the area, let us rendezvous back here. Godspeed. What the hell was that? Oh, snap mom? Okay. There's one around here. I'm gonna grab this one. This walking is just killing me. Oh, we're both doing the same quest. You survey the area but detect nothing of the ordinary. Okay, there's definitely one around here. Well, let me take care of this first since it's right here. Whoa, didn't mean to hit that. Whoops. Bye. Goodbye. Oh, it's gone? Thank the gods. I would have surely died without your help. What are you doing out here? I see. So the Radiant Host looks over us yet. For that, I'm grateful. Well, I suppose if I follow the path you took to get here, I should be safe on my way back. You didn't leave anything alive, did you? I hope not. 160 southwest, so around here. I just like the way it's written. There's a lot of unexpected things. Like right now, I don't know which direction it's going. Kind of like what I liked about Shadowbringers. It's very grim, but I like it. You see a strange statue lying on the ground, depicting a woman wearing a beastly mask. It may be best to collect it. Okay. No. Right here. All the way down this corner. Wow. Nice. Okay. Oh, there's one here, 53. It's probably right on the other side of this. Oh, no. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah. Oh my god. Why do they do this? It's probably right around here. Alright. You know what? Let me do it. I can just teleport back here and then go here. Now I know where it is. I'm not gonna remember. Oh wait. I go to where I marked on the map. I don't know if it's above or below. We'll find out. It's probably above. Oh, it's right here. Tired of walking everywhere. And then when there's a hunt train I'm gonna be walking, the hunt will be dead by the time I get there. Probably over here somewhere. Oh well. Snowing sideways, my goodness. Okay. I think I'm gonna do that off stream. Might do that at some point today, or maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Cause I'm tired of it. Oh, behind, over these rocks. Alright. Welcome back. I've heard all about your noble deed. Allow me to thank you for protecting those we cannot. I'll add my thanks to hers. If not for you, I'd be nothing but food for the beasts. You've more than earned a reward for your time. Speak with me again at Palakistan, and I'll ensure that you get it. Mind your business. The work ahead of us is vast, and any lives we can save are precious indeed. Isn't that what testing said? All I came across my patrol is discarded belongings and scattered luggage. Did you find anything else of note? Yep. I recognize this figure. Doubtless you are curious as to what it depicts. There is a legend that tells of Manusia's goddess who sought the strength of the Margra, wresting her own head from her body and replacing it with the bestial pate of whatever. In pursuit of wisdom, did Margra do the same, replacing his own head with that of Manusia. Thus were born the divine beings gifted with both strength and wisdom, heralding an age of untold peace. One of the refugees must have dropped this in their flight. This figure is a reminder that the most insurmountable hardships can be overcome by looking beyond the bounds of tribe for help. A figure so fine was likely beloved by its owner. I shall do what I can see to return to them. Thank you for your help today, traveler. Let's say that I and you as if there's something he wants to say. As you have finished your deliveries, may I ask you to talk with you for a moment? I was curious to know what has become of Ivan and Krasov's remains. We took care of them. Oh, thank you, friend. Surely they will be able to rest peacefully by each other's side. I and the people of Palakistan will perform the rites as soon as we are able. As for the child, it will not be easy for her, growing up with her parents, but I promise to do what I can. Once she's able to eat solid food and fish, the fish I will catch will help nourish her. Well, we finished delivering the chai. I do believe everyone has a piping hot cup. I could almost believe there's a magic at work, how their tension fades with every sip. Let us pray that Palakistan has seen the last of those transformations, at least for now. They are still at risk, as every village in Thavnir, like us not. Still, I trust we can leave this place in the care of our friends from the Radiant and the High Crucible. Shall we return to Razathan? By all means, do not let us keep you further. There are still many who have need of your wisdom and strength to deliver them from this terrible calamity. And I will do what I can as well. I will bring rations and supplies from Akiali. We have plenty to spare. Then let us find Estimine and be on our way. Where do we wander off to again? The wakeful Tirana, near the bridge at to Radzathan, as I recall. Very well then. I'll go get that one. These are not that hard to find. The compass really literally tells you where everything is. You just need to know your basic directions and you're there. It's not that difficult. Right there. Oh, I'd have to get on the bridge and then go this way. How many do I have left? I might do it. I only have 2 left. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Couldn't see over. Oh, okay, I have to go this way. Okay. I didn't do any of the fates here, so I don't have an increased mount speed at all. And one more after this one, and then I can fly back. Yes. Okay, it's getting closer. Probably in there somewhere. Most likely the giant skull grounds. I think I've been here before. Damn, I really need to use my compass more. I won't have to make duplicate trips. To the northwest, 111. There it is. Damn. I don't know if I can... I'll just go around just in case, because I feel like if I get in there, I'm not gonna be able to easily get out. Just... There it is. One more. Wow. Nope. I'm not walking that. 900. Okay, not bad. 470 to the north is better. So it's like midway through. A little bit less than that. Maybe a third of the way through. Alright. It's 402 to the north, alright. 402 to the north. Is that this thing right here? Oh shit. I'm in trouble. I think so. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to... Alright, let me keep going this way just in case. I think it's after this chasm that I will not be able to cross by foot, on foot. 266 to the northwest? Yeah. Can I jump? Nope. To the north. Alright, so then this would have been the best one to go to. Yep. Or wait. Could even be this one. If it's north, it might be alongside here. Alright, let me keep going. Before I do that. Just to pinpoint exactly where it is. To the north? Okay. $154 to the north. Yeah. 110 to the northeast. Oh, okay. So it's definitely here. I have to... Yeah. Okay. I'll go from Palakistan. Okay. Literally the last one. I'm gonna work for it. Southwest. Okay. Okay, it was around there. I just was not able to get to it from where I was to go around this thing, huh? To the south, okay. This way, adjust my direction. To the southwest, so further this way. Almost there. $99 to the southwest. Oof, it's close. Right there, yes. Got the last one. No more plebeian life for me here. Yes. I went up a tax bracket. Yes. Okay. Alright, just cause I'm gonna fly back. Yes. Woo! This feels good. Awesome. Whew. Oh, I can get up here now. Not that there's a reason for that, but probably for the daily beast tribe things. Maybe they might incorporate that into it. I don't know. When beast tribes kind of suck when you can't fly. I know that's like post game, but okay. You discovered a new location. Wow, it's nice here. I mean, without the, you know, the fire coming down, but other than that, it's... Oops, wrong way. Got carried away there. Below. Alphino told me everything. Full glad I can to hear the people are safe. Likewise, you will be pleased to know I found no evidence of lingering beasts in the jungle ruins. To see me finish off the last of them. Trying times yet lie ahead for the people of Thamnir. Fortunately, they have a wise and benevolent satrap to shepherd them through. Speaking of which, I received word from Thancred not a short while ago. He waits for the return of the city in Alzadal's path. Come. That's right up there, isn't it? What? We're back to this again? Wow. 2 instances? Damn. I haven't seen that since literally Shadowbringers. Like the very beginning of Shadowbringers. I think that happened one time post-game when there was a hunt train in Ilmeg, and then we had to choose between instance 1 or 2, but that was like a year ago or so. It is good to see you safe. Given the skies, 'tis too easy to fear the worst. I'm pleased to report that we succeeded in quelling the threat here in the city. The beasts have been felled, and the citizens are safe for now. I also heard from the Radiant that an important proclamation will be made in the city square, though they said no more than that. Might you have any idea about that? I messed that up. So Vitra is finally coming out from behind the curtain. I suppose we, too, should hear what he has to say to Megaduda, but before that, it would appear that the word of the assembly has not yet reached all of the citizens. If anyone along the way seems unaware, we'd best enlighten them. What the hell? Did I look at this wrong? You definitely weren't here. Are those beasts gone? I have been hiding and I'm too scared to go out to look. Oh, that's a relief. I thought one of those beasts were going to eat me. I wonder where Vashon is. He's the slowest runner. I hope he got away. He could be with the other people from the palace. Maybe I'll see him in the square. Leave me be, please. I swear to you, my flesh tastes absolutely terrible. Oh gods, what are you doing scaring me like that? If we're not quiet, those beasts will find us. The square, you say? That's where the satrap was killed. With my very eyes, I saw him crushed in that creature's maw. So many lives lost, such terrible carnage. And yet you say there's someone else who would lead Ratzarhan in his stead? Whoever they are, if they say anything to sully the memory of our beloved satrap, I'll make them regret it. Waiting. Damn, it won't stop snowing. I like this song.
Look! Someone's coming!
people of Razathan, it warms my heart to see so many brave, resilient souls before me. Today, I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make a humble request. Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I unveil for who he is, and know that he means you no harm.
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
If you've never seen a dragon before, maybe not.
A dragon!
Wow!
People of Razathan, I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. 'Tis as the Satrap's ally I am known. Today, I would reveal the truth unto you.
Let us hope they accept him.
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Vashan! I mean, Master Vitra, does your divine eye really see all?
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Countrymen, calamity the likes of which we have never known is come to Fafnir, our home. Friends and loved ones have been taken from us. I, too, have lost my closest confidant. Ahawan loved this land and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust, this I know. And yet, I cannot sit idly by and abandon Razathan to her fate. A font of boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the ocean. Since time immemorial, hath she glittered with every color imaginable. To this dragon, slumbering in his dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart. This calamity hath stolen too much from you already. Yet so long as you live, the light of Razathan will never be extinguished. I pray you let me watch over it. Over you. And lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come as one.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us. As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together.
Riga.
So too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
A sight that would have surely brought a smile to Azale's face.
Indeed.
Oh, forgot about these clowns. Yeah, man, a dragon! Oh my god!
Excuse me, but I must speak with the Satrap at once.
Father!
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radzat-Han, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your Satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
Right there.
I am Satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days. 'Tis an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavnair, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world.
Yeah, I was thinking of the whole time.
The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
I don't think you can outrun this though, now that I think about it.
What madness is this?
'Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the 7th Umbral Calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. But what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save. Including you, our dear friends of Radzat-Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and
how is this dragon gonna fit in there?
We can and will escort you safely to the moon.
I'm just saying. I know the moon's big, but there's so many people everywhere. Then you have all the beast tribes and everyone.
Long has thy Forum been allies to Thavnair. I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests. Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase. Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
We'll do as you say, Master Vitra. We believe in you.
Oh, you're still here. What a relief.
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palaka's stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine. All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do? Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation, when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Akasha. Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high. An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yes, yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained. Ah, do you still have that flower?
Oh. Nope, I don't.
If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place. You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha. Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet. And we will meet again.
Oh, so as far as we have come, and after all the horrors we've seen, there's still so much we do not know about the final days. Could it be as Nirhana said? The cause of this phenomenon is beyond our comprehension? And if so, are we powerless to forestall it? Greetings, honored signs of the Seventh Dawn. I have a message from His Excellency the Satrap. Brave sons, you have my gratitude for aiding my people in this most trying of times. Alas, matters here end my good duty to prevent me from meeting you all in person. As a token of my appreciation, I have arranged for a feast to be held in your honor. May it nourish you in preparation for the trials ahead. Such are the words of Master Vitra. The feast he speaks of awaits you at the Mahard's Mahane. Pray make your way there whenever your business here is done. We thank you for your kindness indeed. I was hoping we might find a place to discuss our next course of action. That seems to be an ideal venue. Oh, and to you, Clara Farron, there's someone we hope to introduce you in particular. While I'm loath to detain you further, might you spare a moment of your time? A personal invitation known full well services are in the highest demand right now. This must be important. Worry not, we'll have some food for you, so take all the time you need. Thank you, friend. Whenever you are ready, please join me in the Aether Plaza. I shall go on ahead. Oh, wait. Okay. Forgot about that. Ooh, almost went the wrong way. Access to the Aether, as you see, has been restricted to select few ever since the tower first appeared. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, but it is deemed too dangerous to permit the free movement of visitors at a time of emergency, a risk we could not take. In light of the recent developments, however, the Satrap has decided that such restrictions would only hinder our efforts to combat the final days. As such, I would encourage you to attune to the Aether before proceeding along the corridor. Oh, finally! You don't have to tell me twice. I've been waiting forever for this. Finally. Oh, okay. Ah, you must be wondering what this place is. You stand in the hall of the Radiant Host, from where our leadership oversees all of Ratahan military operations. Ooh. Sundrop, our destination, lies just ahead. Welcome to the Sundrop. Welcome to Sundrop. Without further ado, allow me to introduce to you to... What? Oh, okay. Oh, so you're the famous Californian, eh? I knew from the moment you stepped through the door, you would look of one who walked through hell. Sure, but please, you're speaking to the Satrap's honored guest and the savior of our people. Can you not show a modicum of respect? What disrespect is there in paying a fellow warrior a compliment? We're all friends here, or will soon be enough. More formally, then, for the benefit of my countrymen. It is a pleasure to have you with us, O great champion of Eorzea, sign of the Seventh Dawn, warrior of light, and all-around good egg, I'm sure. Oh, she has eyes like Yuna. What will you ask? What is this place? Who are you? Yeah, who are you? A fool with too many scars and knees that ache in the winter. The name is Shurabat, and I attend to business here. As for what business? How can I put it? Ratahan welcomes delegates from other lands to oversee trade and diplomatic dealings. Then there are military matters to discuss, which is why all these officers are stationed here in Sundrop. I imagine you are more familiar with each of the nations they represent, yes? We've got representatives from Doma, Ul'dah, and Alamigo. Limsa Lominsa. Gridania. And last but never let it be said least, Ishgard. They're the eyes, ears, and mouths that breathe the distance between the Ratahan and their respective homelands. We've used this brief respite to share the details of our plight with our overseas counterparts. And when you know it, all their leaders requested a few words from you specifically. You're a woman in high demand, eh? And so, would you mind regaling us with your own accord? Indulge us before you indulge yourself. I thank you for the report. The conditions under which men are turned to beasts and the etheric anomalies you have observed, you have given us much to consider. It is concerning that the first transformation apparently occurred before the skies turned red. 'Tis contrary to what one would expect. Thankfully, the information you conveyed to Lucia upon your return from the moon has already proved invaluable. As soon as the reports of the calamity here in Savnir reached the Grand Company of Eorzea and our far eastern allies, our leaders knew at once that the final days were indeed upon us. They began taking steps to assess the extent of the phenomenon's spread. Our agents were able to confirm that, for the time being, the skies burn only over the bounty, including this island in Corvos. Alas, that is of little comfort. Aye, all throughout allied lands, there have been reports of people transforming into hideous beasts. From what little we have learned, these incidents are similar in nature to that involving the merchant Colosol. As was the case here, the victims underwent the change prior to the heavens being set ablaze, and so while the burning skies have yet to manifest beyond the bounty, transformations do not appear to be subject to any similar restriction. If anyone anywhere overcome by despair can turn, then nowhere is safe exactly. That's about the size of it. Speaking of which, we ought to give these creatures a name, don't you think? Here in Razadhan, we're taking to calling the first to change, which tend to be the biggest blasphemies. As fitting as the name is any, to ensure clarity in future communication, we shall urge our comrades to adopt this terminology. Our leaders have taken measures to deal with the threat to the best of our abilities. Aye, each nation has assembled their own groups of elite soldiers to put down these so-called blasphemies at their spawn as when they appear. At the same time, they are doing all in their power to put people's mind at ease and prevent panic and fear from spreading. That said, brave souls with the strength and fortitude to fell these terrible fiends are not easily found. Yes, so, and it is for that very reason that we turn to you. Pray, lend us your strength and help us slay the blasphemies that plague our homelands. Now, you don't have to give your reply before dinner. I should also mention that each blasphemy seems to possess very different characteristics. What works well against one may serve you poorly against another. So before you go rushing off to save everyone's day, have a word with the delegates. They'll tell you what to expect. With that, I do believe our friend here has a feast to attend. Spare a thought for us while we're tucking into all that fine cuisine, eh? You have gained access to role quests for Endwalker. A separate quest line story is now available for tank, melee DPS, physical range DPS, magical range DPS, and healer roles. To undertake these quests, speak with any of the delegates in Sundrop, and agree to help defeat the blasphemies that plague their respective homelands. Well, I should only have one that I can do. Ishgardian Delegate? Ishgardian Delegate seeks Battle Mage with courage unwavering. Ah, my Lady Clara, I have awaited your coming. The phenomenon where men turn into monsters, it pains to say that Ishgard has not been spared. A dread blasphemy has appeared in the Holy See. To compound the people's horror, the beast resembles a dragon. 'Tis imperative that it be vanquished without delay, and to that end we have begun assembling a hunting party. Given the fear and despair may turn our allies against us, we're being stringent in whom we choose for this duty. Yet while we have confidence in the quality of our knights, the mission would be greatly benefit for the presence of a battle mage, one who could stand unflinching in the face of our foul quarry. We'd be hard-pressed to find an individual who fits that description better than you. Will you not lend your strength and skill? Yep. We are in your debt. Just a moment while I relay the glad tidings to command. It is settled. Upon arriving in Ishgard, please take yourself to the Aetherite Plaza. Lord Antoral will be there to receive you. May the Fury speed your way. Damn, I haven't been here in a while. Of course, I would find one. I come back to normal places and then people are acting a fool. As usual. Ugh. Clara, I have been expecting you. Words cannot well express how heartening it is to have you fighting beside us. Allow me to echo this sentiment. Greetings, my friend. Lest you wonder, Lord Arntorel and I are leading the effort to deal with the blasphemy. With your capable self in the fold, I have no doubt that we shall succeed. Without further ado, I shall brief you on the situation. It was a handful of days after the first beasts appeared in Razadhan. Oh, I remember this guy. An Elysian man was observed at the hoplon in the pillars, walking with an unsteady gait. All of a sudden, he buckled over as if in pain, and before anyone knew what was happening, he had transformed to a terrible draconic beast. I remember this guy. Wow, I like how they tied this in. At the mere sight of this, many who chanced to be present also turned, and regrettably the temple knights were forced to put them down. The blasphemy, however, itself took wing and fled. Oof. Profane Fafnir, we have chosen to call it, after the dragon man of Ishgardian myth. Since that day, the beast has oft been sighted in the skies above Ishgard. It does not attack, only circles menacingly for a time ere disappearing again. Alas, these brief visitations are enough to cause more people to turn, and for fear and panic to spread further. As part of our investigation, we have sought to identify the man who became the blasphemy, but this far we have learned naught. We have, however, identified a common thread between those who subsequently turned. All were people of fervent faith, people such as priests and inquisitors. When the truth of our nation's history was laid bare, the legitimacy of the church was called into question. Many Ishgardians struggled to reconcile the revelations of their beliefs, and none more so than the pious. Such men and women, we posit, would be more susceptible to despair, and therefore the transformation. We must find a way to stop it. Ishgard has only just emerged from a 1,000-year war. We cannot suffer another great tragedy, much less so soon. In order to maintain a better understanding of the situation, we intend to speak with a member of the clergy, the sole individual who survived witnessing the blasphemy's birth without being turned. Clem is his name, and he is a deacon of St. Raymond's Cathedral. Come, let us seek him out here at once.
Oof, I don't remember this business. Oh yeah, they changed this so I can be able to tell which one now. Oh, it's pretty in here. Oh. Lord Emmerich, Lord Artois, and the savior of Ishgard besides, you do me great honor. I am Clem, and I serve as a deacon here at St. Ramonod's Cathedral. I understand you were among those of the Hoplin when the incident occurred. We give you thanks to the Fury and your merciful preservation. We seek now to prevent the blasphemy from wreaking further havoc. I would appreciate any details you can provide. Loath though we are to make you recall unpleasant memories, will you not recount to us what you witnessed that day? Very well. We are presently relocating the vault's libraries to the cathedral. In case you are unaware, we had finished delivering a batch of tomes, and we were on our way to bring over another. As we approached the Hoplin, we noticed a young man walking unsteadily. No sooner had he come to an abrupt halt than he transformed into a draconic beast. The fiend fixed us with a menacing glare, and this was all we could do to find our wits and flee. But to my compounding horror, my brethren who were with me began turning into monstrosities as well, one after another. Praise the Fury that you at least were spared, Deacon Clem. I cannot imagine how frightening the experience must have been. What's that? Bishop Vartanois. Forgive me if I interrupt. I was informed that our stalwart protectors were present, and I wish to express my gratitude. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for your service. I pray that we shall soon be free of this scourge. Indeed, if there is aught we might do to aid your efforts, you might need but say it. I'm tired of this old English. You are most kind, Your Grace. That was Bishop Vartanois, the head of St. Ramonod's and a member of the Synod. With the seat of the Archbishop vacant, he is in effect the highest authority in the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. This is so, yet in spite of his elevated station, he remains as kind and humble a man as I have ever known. Like His Grace, I would do all that I can to help shepherd our people through this uncertain time. To that end, there is a request I would make of you, if you can spare a moment to consider it. Of course, if it is within our power, we shall be glad to offer you aid. Thank you. Alright. In the wake of the transformations, a group of clergymen fled the city in fear. Yet though they sought refuge in the wilderness, they put themselves at the mercy of the elements and felled fiends both. Given that the cause of the transformation is not clear, I think theirs was a decidedly unwise decision. I was just set out to find them, but I am not trained in the ways of war. As such, I require those who are to accompany me in the search. So that is the way of it. Suffice to say, we will help. Do you know whether your fellows may have headed where may have headed? The Western Highlands, I believe, between Gorgain Mills and Hemlock. There is no shortage of abandoned dwellings in the area. Very well. Time being of the essence, I propose we split up and scour different areas. Clara, if you could escort the good deacon to Gorgain Mills, Lord Arturel and I will tend to Hemlock. Is that here? Oh, wow. It's been a bit since I've been here. Just in case I wipe out. All the way up there. Damn, it's far. Oh, okay. Oh, I've been here before. We had to do that Shiva quest. I remember that. Isn't there a downstairs area? Yep, there is. His memory serves me right. This is where the heretics were. It's above me? What? Maybe it's outside. Oh, they are outside. You? Yes? Ah, I see you found them. Yes, and none the worse for the wear. Thank the Fury. My friends, forgive us if we have given cause for alarm. We come out of concern for your well-being. Though we understand why you quit the city, we fear you have placed yourselves at greater risk by coming here. His Grace Bishop Vartana, too, worries for your health and prays for your swift return. So please, will you not allow us to escort you to the Holy See? I assure you, you will be much safer there than in this wretched place. Servants of the Fury will never be safe in the city, don't you see? This is your fault, you and your accursed revolution. The people disdain us, mock us behind our backs, and spit in our faces. And now someone is conspiring to transform us into monstrosities and enemies of the church, I'll wager, emboldened by your deeds. So no, I will not go back to Ishgard. I'd sooner freeze to death than suffer your pity. Okay, dude. What? All I have ever done was in service of her. I am a good man. I do not... She cannot forsake... Ah! Alone preserve. Clara, we must not allow him to harm any others. Give chase and do what you must. We will remain here and keep the others calm. Oops. Damn, I can't get hit by that. I miss that song. Oof. Is it done, Clara? Many thanks. What happened is most regrettable, but we must be grateful that no one else came to harm. While you were gone, the deacon was able to convince the others to return to the city. Let us escort them back at once, and then reconvene at the congregation to consider our next course of action. For our purposes, we have to use the strategy room. Announce yourself to the guard without, and he will show you in. You take your asses back. Damn. So the Forgotten Night. Yep. Okay. Lords Emmerich and Antoral will await you within the strategy room. Will you be joining them now? Yes. Lest you wonder, we have taken the clergyman to St. Raymond Nods to rest and cover. If truth be told, the thought that they may still succumb to despair in turn remains at the forefront of my mind. Yet the risk would be greater still were we to keep them at arm's length and deny them the comfort of the church. Indeed, from the words he spoke, that Inquisitor yearned for the days of old. He and the others like him can scarcely be blamed, since the truth of the nation's founding and the Archbishop's machinations machinations were made public knowledge, the church has been in turmoil. Though we have made great strides in separating religion and state, there has been far less progress in the reformation of the church. For our faith has been everything to us, our purpose and our comfort. 'Tis not an easy thing to reconcile one's beliefs, and with the betrayal of our spiritual leaders. Thus, torn between their hearts and minds, many Ishgardians feel lost, and no more so than the members of the clergy, whose faith was once unshakable. Little wonder, then, that the most dedicated and devout are like to turn. So it seems, but further investigation is needed ere we draw a definite conclusion. With the war's end, Ishgard has set out on a new path. The choices we make now shall determine our course for the future. Come what may, we dare not squander the chance that we have fought so hard to attain. Once the returned clergymen have sufficiently calmed down, I shall have the deacon speak with them, and we might gain insight into their individual plights. Good. Meanwhile, I shall take the opportunity to brief my men on recent developments. Pray, take a moment's rest, my friend. You have earned it. When you are ready to continue our work, you may seek us out here. Well. Guess I'm doing this. Ah, Clara, your timing could not be better. Deacon Clem has finished speaking with the rescue clergyman and will be here shortly to share his findings. Lord Emmerich, too, is on his way. Let us wait for them. I'm already here. I might as well. Okay, what's up now? Deacon Clem, we thank you for making the inquiries on our behalf. 'Twas no imposition in the least. As I said, I am glad to do all I can. So 'tis our understanding that those we escorted back were all close acquaintances of the Inquisitor who turned. Like him, they too had been subject of harassment by certain quarters of the populace. Is this correct? It is, I am afraid, and they are far from alone. Men of the cloth were once afforded respect and deference as servants of Halone, but now they are openly reviled by many. We were complicit in perpetuating terrible lies. This is true, but we too were misled. We too were Yet we are regarded by some as criminals. Well, I do understand the people's anger, but it saddens me to think that they would thus lash out at their fellow man, especially when we need solidarity most of all. Though I can imagine your plight, I would not presume to fully grasp your pain. Will you tell us of the challenges you and yours have had to face since the war's end? Like all sons and daughters of Ishgard, we dreamed of peace in our lifetime, but now that has come, we find little cause to rejoice. Our faith has long been the foundation of our lives, and overnight that foundation has been crippled by fractures beyond repair for some. To learn that we had been deceived and that we had unwittingly deceived others in turn was devastating. We who had once been shepherds to men found ourselves lost lambs, bereft of sure lead and wanting for guidance. What the? Oh, I hit the keyboard. I may turn that off just in case. We have been languished in darkness. All of us. Okay. Oops. We have, yeah, I already read that. Yet I have faith that the church will redeem itself, that it will find a new path and again become a beacon of hope for the people. I see. Thank you for sharing this with us. Your testimony has confirmed our suspicions. According to our allies, that which causes people to turn is none other than their despair and anguish. If it wasn't before, it is now abundantly clear why members of the clergy are among the transformed. That you did not, I believe, is due to your own wavering faith in the Church. In light of this, we would ask for your continued cooperation. Of course, anything to help my brethren. Now that we have established the cause that leaves for us the mystery of the profane Fafnir's identity, the progenitor of these troubles, could he too have been a man of the cloth? From what I recall in his garb, I doubt it. He was dressed in the common fashion, inadequately against the cold besides. 'Tis said that something of the individual may remain in the blasphemy, influencing its behavior. If we can determine what instincts drive profane Fafnir, we may learn who it once was, and this knowledge, I believe, will prove vital in our efforts to stop it. Deacon Clem, we ask you reach out to your fellow clergymen. Please do what you can to ease their anxieties. Understood. As I have ever done, I shall provide what comfort I can to those in need. Meanwhile, we must make it a priority to identify the blasphemy. To that end, I would seek out more eyewitnesses. The Hopland is a busy place at any given time. Some ordinary citizens are bound to have been present as that tragic event unfolded. I propose we make inquiries in the pillars. If you could attend to the Hopland, Lord Artowell and I will look in the surrounding areas. Who is with me? Oh, okay. Oof. I wasn't present for the incident at the Hopland, but a young man poorly dressed for the cold that I did see. I recall him well because an aide from St. Vandro's was searching for him. He was a patient at the infirmary, and by the coincidence had the same name. Where am I going? That's not gonna work. What? Last vigil? I'm just gonna teleport there because I don't know how to get there. Okay. Oopsies. No, I didn't see that dragon, nor would I have wished to, frightful as it sounds. They say it was a Giovanni attack, If not, what was it? The dragon that appeared at the Hoplin? I saw it with my own eyes. One moment an Ellison, the next a terrible beast. He was a heretic, I take it? There you are, Clara. Did your search yield any fruit? Yep. A patient of the Fermented Infirmary, you say? Among those with whom I spoke, one claims to have witnessed an individual fitting that description, a man walking in a stupor who did not seem to feel the cold. If he had wandered straight out of the infirmary, it would explain his state of attire. Yes, I dare say we have found our blasphemy, but to think that his name would be Vendreau. 'Tis the same as that of our former Heaven's Ward commander, Sir Vendreau de Rochemont, from whom the infirmary is named. Sir Vendreau, however, retired from his station at a ripe old age some years ago. 'Tis not like to have been him. In any case, we have a lead. I shall head to the infirmary at once. Pray wait for me in the broom. Ooh, these people be going everywhere. Alright. Oh, it's behind this thing. Oh yeah, don't have to climb up to go up. I remember this BS. They're still repairing here? Oh! I was actually thinking of inside the broom. Or actually it's called the Forgotten Night, but yeah. This whole area is called the broom. Though? This is Loverick, the aide who was in charge of Vendreau. Have you found him? Oh, please say you have. We found him as a dragon. We have not, I am afraid, but we seek to and hope that you can tell us. Oh. He was found by a patrol in the Central Highlands after being treated for his hurts. Has brought to us the convalescence. Being in the prime of his years, he had been doing well, but then... Prime of his years, by all accounts. He was no old man. It seems safe to assume it isn't Sir Vendreau. Oh no, he's definitely a different person, as I told Lord Artoel. And though he gave his name as Vendreau, he seemed rather confused, and we had no means to confirm his identity. In his state, he shouldn't be wandering about on his own. Please, you must find him. The man who recently turned into a beast of the Hopland, we regret to say, may have been Vandro. What? No, how can this be? Is there aught else you can tell us? Things he may have said or done while in your care? While he was still unconscious, he would ramble. Though most of it was incoherent, he mentioned the Archbishop many times. Oh, and he spoke of the Bishop too, Bishop Vartano. I assumed he was a pious man, given this. I see. Thank you for your cooperation. We shall continue our investigation, and we should confirm what became of Vandro and inform you forthwith. Oof, let me sit up a little bit straighter. Let us return to the congregation for now. Yeah, we just won't stop falling, huh? The mystery remains, but we are one step closer to identifying the man who became profane Fafnir. Indeed, though he did not first appear to be a member of the clergy, his words betray a fervent faith. And how curious that he should speak not only of the Archbishop, but Bishop Vartana specifically. Perhaps he was personally acquainted with His Grace. In light of the possibility, I believe we should speak with him directly. Agreed. I will request an audience, but His Grace has many demands upon his time. It may be a while before we are seen. Should you have other business, pray feel free to attend them in the meantime. He's always gonna walk away like that? Okay. Alright. I kinda want to continue where I left off right here, so I'll do this another time. I did get a lot of XP from that though. Okay, I was supposed to go my way to the feast, I believe. Sun drop. Pray forgive Shura, but her rudeness. She can be a bit boisterous at times, but it is simply her nature. Anyway, my apologies for keeping you from your hard-earned rest. You will be rejoining your companions, yes? Do you know the way to Mahane? Glad to hear you're becoming familiar with our fair city. You'll be pleased to hear that the drinks are all in the house, so order whatever suits your fancy. And with that, I must return to my post. On behalf of all the Radiant hosts, I thank you and your friends once more for Oh, she climbs on me? Oh, your strength and courage to Razahan in our time of need. We shall endeavor to fight the good fight to the end. And we might honor all one's legacy and save and serve Master Future well. You have my word that your efforts will not be in vain. Oh. Welcome. When Mr. Trapp asked us to entertain a party of honored guests, I was wondering who it might be. This is a lovely surprise, to say at least. By the way, I heard all about Kalzal from your friend Grahatia. I understand there is nothing that could be done, but I was heartened to hear that he meant us no harm. I cannot thank you enough for dispatching the beasts. That's the smallest token of our thanks. Your food and drink tonight are Maher's treat. Speaking of which, what shall I start with you off with? Piping hot mug of chai, please. A glass of your finest local spirits, water, just water. As you wish. Pray join your friends and I will bring you a drink. Welcome back. Whatever did the Radiant want with you, pray tell? Our allies have sent military delegates. That's news to me. Mind sharing the details?
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
Yep.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true. As it did in Amarot.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread? As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your order, friend. May you find comfort in these dark times.
Where do we go from here?
Good question.
If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control. Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days. Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more. So advised the Watcher. But what could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. And quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Not alive as such, but not quite dead. Elidibus. I sealed him in the White Orisite of the Crystal
Oh, I remember that. You did. Yeah.
Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea. Naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there. I know we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can. Thank you, my friend. That would mean much to me.
If nothing else, should we learn the First is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said,
back to
the odds
Shadowbringers.
are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the ethereal sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
Sounds like COVID.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation. Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends, and end begins.
Alright, time to go to the first. Now then, is there anything we've forgotten to mention? Are your arms and armor in good order? Yep. In that case, it's time we attended to our task. When you arrive on the first, give my regards to Reen. Tell her I miss her. I'll take a quick bathroom break, and then I'll continue. Perhaps he has something he wishes to give you. Take this, Clara, my spirit vessel. Empty now, of course, but it should allow you to operate the tower systems in the umbilicus. If even the smallest fragment of Elizabeth's essence remains, it should be possible to locate it. As for access to the umbilicus, where you seek out to Lena for assistance, chances are she still stands watch at the censor gate. Should she or anyone else ask after me, tell them I'm living my life to the fullest, that I am happy, hardships and all. Well, it had be best on our respective ways, God's willing, and we will see each other again ere long. Return to the Crystarium. Oof. Back to Novrand. What the? It's called the Exarch Gate, I didn't even realize that. Clara, you have returned. Have you been well? You and the others? As well as can be, we're no short of trouble, but we're well enough. Yeah, let's be real. Then things are much the same for you as they are here. My lord is doubtless enjoying himself. He said this to you? These exact words? Oh, to know he is happy. It fills my heart with joy. Thank you, Clara, for taking care of him. When next you see him, please tell him not to overexert himself, futile a request though it is. And tell him that all is well here. The peace you gifted us continues, and we work hard to build new lives for ourselves. In the course of this, we occasionally bicker, but we have never been more optimistic for the morrow. If I had to mention one dilemma, it would be the question of our governance. Even as we speak, debate rages over how we should run the city in the Exarch's absence. Most of our mind that the settlement council shall continue to oversee the general running of the Crystarium, while representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy. Thus, for nothing is set in stone. However we choose to proceed, we shall not replace our lord. No one could. Have we recently observed any unusual phenomena? No, I cannot say there have been. Curious that you should ask this question, though. Some days ago, Reen came and asked the very same. She was rather unsettled, in stark contrast to how cheerful she has been of late. I need to check on her. She and the other Crystarium youths just hosted a festival, you see. It proved so popular that there are already plans for another celebration, one much bigger than the first. Between her preparations for the festival and the restoration of the empty, she struck me as empty and full of life. So when I saw her in a state of such worry, I couldn't help but feel worried in turn, especially since she wouldn't tell me what troubled her. I dare say she would be more willing to confide in you. May I ask you broach the subject with her? You wish to enter the umbilicus? Very well. I shall fetch the key at once, and take the opportunity to find Reen.
Please wait for me in the city, in front of the Cabinet of Curiosity, shall we say. I will be along as soon as I can. That's inside, right? Yep. I never got this thing up there. My god. How? Is there jumping? There's probably a jumping tower. I don't got time for that. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Wait for Lena? Yes. Ooh, so pretty. Do my old eyes deceive? Is this true? Is that truly Clara? Huh, it is. Full of glad I am to see you hale and whole, my friend. What a wonderful surprise it is to have you back with us, and at this most opportune time. In case you haven't heard, we are planning to produce a tome chronicling events from the Flood to the Knight's Return. For this project, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's peoples. Historical and contemporary first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tome, but yours would be the one to crown them all. I've been asked to contribute a chapter on the soul, a subject that is key to understanding much of your endeavors. In the course of developing the spirit vessel, I gained valuable insights into the travel beyond the rift, knowledge that will allow us to attest to your existence and deeds. There is no end to the questions I would have asked you, but if you could indulge me just one from now. In your quest to restore the night, you faced many a formidable foe. Among them, who offered you the greatest struggle? Titania. Real talk. Ah yes, Titania, the fallen fairy king. Against such a fiendishly playful opponent, I can well imagine that even the warrior of darkness must have struggled. Yep. But you succeeded in setting them free, and your victory proved a pivotal moment in your quest. We will see that it features prominently in the tome. That's true. I still hate getting Titania and Roulette now. I know you'd love to talk her ear off, Morin, but we really should be on our way. Those documents from Wilmore won't collect themselves. Of course, and afterwards, would you care to join me for tea? I was hoping you might clarify a few points in your treatise. Till next time, then do tell the others to look after themselves. Our overzealous friend, in particular, remind him not to overexert himself, again and again till his ears fall off. That's what it takes for him to take it to heart. Is that the Warrior of Darkness? Oh, it's her. What are you doing here? If you're going to battle, I can give you some medicine. I made it myself. Best not, Riki. You only give her a stomachache. You've come to see Morin to get his advice. One of the guard finally agreed to teach us how to fight, but first we must choose a fighting style. While I know that I want to be a mage, our kill isn't sure. Magic isn't really my thing, so I was thinking of taking up an axe, or the sword, or maybe the bow. They all seem alright, but it's hard to decide, so I thought I'd ask Morin. He knows a lot of things. He knows about a lot of things. He isn't here? Aw. Oh, why don't you have the Warrior of Darkness choose for you? What do you think suits Arkil best? Axe, sword, or bow? The axe. If you took up the axe, you could do just like Ardbert, the Warrior of Light. I love that tale. Let's borrow the book today. It's really popular though. I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping me decide, Warrior of Darkness. I shall start with that style and maybe try something else later on. And when I get really strong, I hope to have a bout with you. She's so cute. Oh my god. So that's why they said I can't skip it. I'm gonna be interacting. Such fun she's having basking in the adoration of musty old bookworms and wide-eyed younglings. But does she spare a thought for me? Of course not. I waited and waited and waited, but she won't so much acknowledge the presence of her beautiful branch, even though they're right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is. Cold and cruel and heartless. These things are annoying. Fair-Ul, I need you. Oh, faithful Fair-Ul, loveliest of branches, how I have missed you. If you truly missed me, you should have cried for me at the top of your lungs the instant you arrived. Oh, okay, dude. To make up for it, you will call with twice the passion next time, though for there to be a next time, you've some struggles to overcome. So, my adorable sapling, the world is on the verge of destruction, is it? How do I know this? Joined as we, spying on you is as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. With that I could aid you in your quest, but the fate of we fey folk is bound to that of the star. Whither it goes, so too do we follow. Such is our way. The most I could do for you is spare you the pain, by gifting you the sweetest of eternal dreams. But if escape's not your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals. But there are ones you were waiting for. I wonder what manner of conclusion awaits at tale's end. My apologies for the delay. Clara, it's so wonderful to see you again. You doubtless have much catching up to do, so I shall leave you to it. I've taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicus, and you may enter at your leisure. I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I've had this feeling, like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened. Kinda, sorta. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that I'm the Oracle of Light, but I've never spoken with Hydaelyn, never once have her call. Even so, I've always had this feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immense. These past few days, though, that connection has wavered, as if that immense something was distant, then close, then distant again. And then, the other night, I was jolted awake by a feeling it had been completely severed. Wanting some fresh air, I went to open the window, and to my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower. But then I blinked and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one else had seen what I had seen. As far as I can tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of a half-remembered dream. Clara, what are you not telling me? I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible this is. It wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Amarat has come again. I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the first. So don't worry about us, please. Look only after the third before you. We're fine right now, and even if we weren't, we learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be assured we won't go quietly. No, we'll hold on until we can find a way to save all our worlds. So as long as you continue your fight, so too we will we, and united in the purpose beneath a blazing sky. I was like, is that my chicken? Hareen wears a look of steely resolve. You're headed to the Umbilicus to consult with Elidibus, right? I'll do some consulting on my own and speak with Lena. Decide how we might best prepare for the final days. So it's farewell for now, but we'll see each other again. I'm certain of it. Bum ba dum bum. Wait, what? Dalsall Gate. Of course it's raining. Mistress Clara, welcome back. The captain has told me all. Give the word and I'll show you to the ocular. Yep. It's so weird being here without him. Yeah, the good old days. I mean, I don't know if they were good, but it's just me now.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business. Acknowledged. Reinitializing Sidcus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity. Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream.
You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all. So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the Convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share. Why apologize for receiving a favor of the defeated? If it sits ill, consider it payment for freeing Lord Zodiac from servitude. Where to begin? Ah, the end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes. A conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him, long, long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation, so consumed by self-loathing and hate. Elpis. Yes. The name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place. A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the Convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes. That is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived.
What's going on?
I saw you there. In Elpis. No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart. My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course. You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief. In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower, which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment. Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you. Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come. In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey? Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act. You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic. The preparations are complete. The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular. All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence. Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act? Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting in that promised land, beyond memory and dream. Now go, warrior of light. Go, and do not look back. Well, Hydaelyn, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us. May you have the joy of it, the burden and the solitude. It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
It's kind of wild. Go to another world. God, it's so much. Back to this again. That's how we arrived in Shadowbringers. Oh. Damn, you're really tall. The device is reminiscent of an aetherite. Perhaps it is possible to attune to it. Ooh. Despite attempting to channel and focus your energies, you fail to attune with the device. You can only assume it operates differently. Guide like man? There's no way he can see me. The man stands dutifully by the aetherite-like device, a guide for this facility in all likelihood. You attempt to get the man's attention, but if he sees or hears you, he gives absolutely no indication. As a little bit sworn, it appears your foreign is intangible. This is the right place. Yes? Proper land? Judging by the woman's words, the facility is called Propylaean. You attempt to gently prod the woman to attract her attention, but you feel nothing. And it seems neither does she. Black robes, man. I mean, aren't they all black robed? The remarkably large man wears a black robe and a half mask, much like the phantoms you encountered in Mare Lamentorum, and the recreated Almorot. It would seem you have made it to your destination. You gesticulate wildly and shout all manner of greetings and obscenities, but the man does not so much as glance in your general direction. You suspect this door leads outside, but how will you open it? Good question.
And here we are, Elpis.
Is that Emma?
Well, well. How rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
He said... it is him. Wow. How?
Satisfied?
Man with a familiar voice. Get out of here.
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
There's no way he can see us. That's crazy.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
They see me? How?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose she created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's her spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
They can't hear me, can they?
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words. Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Who do you take me for?
Damn.
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded?
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
This is crazy.
You may open your eyes.
Oh, I'm normal. Oh, I'm tall.
Oh, you even adjusted its size.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings. I am Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect.
We know who you are.
Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here.
Damn, they're smart.
You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
I seek a man named Hermes. I want to learn more about Ellipsis.
Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If she truly wished to be here, then she would be. Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business?
Bring
this thing we know next to nothing about?
Alright.
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm gonna go attune real quick while y'all do that.
Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here.
No, I wanna attune.
Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge.
Whoa.
Elpis.
Wow. It's so pretty. There's so much grass. Oh, is that Heidelin?
This presence.
This is so cool. I never thought we'd go here. The moon was obviously given.
Visitors! We have visitors!
What, to go back to where the ancients are from? Crazy. Can I attune, please?
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
You'll find out. He looks different. His hair is not... Well, maybe that's because his form changed to... Yeah, okay. Because his hair is all white. Let me go back, please. Will they let me go back? Let me see something. I think I'm gonna call it the end here for this quest. Oh, I can't attune to this one. Okay. So I'll attune to the next one. There's like literally another one further down, I think. This is hardly my first time here, but the scenery never fails to take my breath away. Why, it feels as you could reach out and touch the heavens. It does. Now then, to begin our guided tour, perhaps you already know these things, but for the sake of thoroughness, I shall start with the basics. Using concepts to give shape to ether, creation magics allow us to bring forth anything we desire, be it inanimate objects or living beings. Anyone may conceive of concepts, but they must all undergo evaluation at the Bureau of the Architect. As part of the process, living beings in certain arcane entities may be sent here to Ellipsis for in-depth observation and study. A fascinating facility, isn't it? I dare say you will enjoy touring it with us. Let me see if I can, I'm gonna end the quest here, but I'm gonna try and attune to this crystal right here. And then, yeah. I'm gonna end the stream now. After I do so. Where's the crystal? Oh my god, it's far. There it is. Hopefully I can attune to it. This is the prettiest place I've been so far. Charlian is nice, but it is nice. I shouldn't say but the lower level is man-made, and then the moon is all artificial. This is like the first real like place that's like actually really wow. This is nice. Wow. Okay. This is a big map. There's 2 more crystals here. And anyway, I'm gonna end it here. Thanks Imoto for hanging out. And thanks everyone else that came by. This was fun. I'm gonna take a pick up where I left off. Probably tomorrow night. This was awesome. I never even thought, wow, this is nice. Well, anyway, thanks for tagging along. Until next time, have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.